London, the place to be right now. With its beautiful buildings and its rich history and culture, it just screams sophistication. From its famous Hyde Park to Buckingham Palace, you won't get enough of these gorgeous sights. Between 457 and 600 AD, London began to export goods and became a trading town. The town began expanding until the reign of Edward III, where London truly became the capital of Great Britain. London became the only British city in medieval times which was comparable in size to the great cities of Europe. The urbanization of London continued and intensified during the Industrial Revolution and on through the 19th century. This was the rise in the beginning of one of the world's strongest and largest empires. I'll talk to you a little about British culture now. When you think of English culture, you probably think of fish and chips and ladies drinking tea, which is true. Fish and chips as a dish is very traditional in London. Something that is also very traditional in England and London are pubs. It is very traditional to stop by at a pub after work to socialize with others. The main language in England is English, well, obviously, and the main religion is Catholic. Our first stop is Hyde Park. Now, London is mostly known for being one of the greenest cities in the world. Hyde Park is one of the prettiest places there, and you can go there and watch a great setting and sit by the Serpentine. Big Ben is also a great sight to see. It is nicknamed for the great bell of the clock at the North Palace of Westminster in London. Big Ben is the largest four-faced clock and the third tallest freestanding clock tower in the world. It celebrated its 150th anniversary in May 2000. This place isn't like any other department store in the world. Harrods is a luxury store located on Brompton Road in Knightsbridge in the Royal Borough of Kensington. Harrods is the shop where the royal family shops. It holds just about expensive everything from £200 sterling for caviar to £2,000 sterling for designer bags. Even though you might not buy anything at Harrods, it is definitely a place to go visit. You can also have lunch or dinner there and taste their amazing food. Next, we stop at Hamley's, one of the biggest toy stores in the world. Your kids will just love it there. It's truly magical. Now we come to Oxford Street, a major shopping street in the city of Westminster in London, England. There are 548 shops on Oxford Street. It is Europe's busiest shopping street as well as the densest. By visiting Oxford Street, though, you will really get a taste of the organization in London. Even though it is very crowded, everything seems to be flowing perfectly well. Moving on to science and museums. The Natural History Museum is one of the three large museums in South Kensington. Its main showings are of animals that date back to 70 million years ago. Known for its life-size animals such as whales and dinosaurs, it is just magnificent. As well as the Natural History Museum, the Science Museum is also located in South Kensington and is also one of the large three museums there. Having one of the oldest engines, it holds things from airplanes to telephones that date back hundreds of years ago. It is known for its technology use, displaying touchscreen boards for children to learn from. Our next stop is the London Dungeon. It is a tourist attraction based in Tooley Street, London. It recreates various ways they used for torturing during the medieval times. But don't worry, it's gore mixed with comic, so you can take your kids there and they won't be totally freaked out. Next, we go to the National Gallery. It is an art gallery located in London and holds one of the finest collections of European paintings in the world. What makes this gallery so important is that although there are bigger galleries, the National Gallery has many paintings of very high quality. It holds rare paintings by famous artists all around Europe. Also, what makes it great is that it's actually for free. You can go see great paintings without paying any kind of money. Currency in England is pound sterling, and it's doing great after a great fall. It's now rising again and is $1.44 per pound. The weather in London ranges yearly from 5 degrees Celsius to 25. It honestly depends when you want to go. During spring, it is the rainy season, so I wouldn't exactly recommend that. But any other season is great. London is very easy to get around. It is very organized and is split into zones, starting from zone 1 in the center and going outwards. The subway, make sure you come to London. Visit it as soon as you can. I assure you, you will never get bored. It is very organized and you'll be able to get around the city very easily. Now remember, London is calling for you.